Everything on a farm requires work. Work outside, work inside. So you have boots for outside, shoes for inside. A lovely old weathered chair for boots on, shoes off, shoes on, boots off, whatever the case may be, because there's work outside and there's work inside as well. Time to bring in the horses, because if you bring the sheep in, you've got to bring the horses in first, saddle up, and get out there. Everything is a process. And what I want to share with you today is the typical saddling up process that happens on a farm in Uruguay. He's putting on a recado, which is the typical gaucho saddle. So first come 2 blankets, then comes the under saddle with its girth, which he's putting on right now. As you can see, nothing can be done in a hurry on a farm. The horses have to be brought in, and they have to be brought in calmly, because otherwise they too think this is fun and they'll chase you round and round and round the pen. And the same with the saddle. You can't rush the process, because the horse will get skittish and then won't work for you as you hope they'll work for you. Next comes the great cushion, and finally the sheepskin on top of it all. And they're off. 1 man, 1 horse, 1 dog, Coco.
Off to fetch the herd.
And they'll be back. Maybe 15 minutes, maybe 20 minutes. Who knows? Depends on how quickly they can find all the sheep that have strayed up and down the hillside. Weather-wise, it's completely different today. There's quite a gale blowing, the surestada, and this is the one that changes the weather, that brings in the cold that comes straight off the Atlantic directly via, yes, you're right, the Antarctic continent. Open gates, close gates, keep the sheep together. The dog's doing his job, the horse is doing his job, and the sheep do what sheep do, which is often not follow instructions. So it takes time.
The black dog is the herd dog. The white dog is the guard dog.
The Great Pyrenees, the white dog that you can see in the center of the herd, that's the one that actually lives with the herd constantly. It's not a dog that comes to the house for anything. It protects the sheep from wolves and coyotes and skunks and anything else. But right now, its job is not to herd the herd. That's Coco's job, the black dog.
Doing his job.
And at last the sheep are in where they need to be, so we can go back to the farmhouse, take off our boots, and come back inside, because the cows have been milked, those 2 that you see there, and more to do inside the house.
Así que esto no es pasteurización.
No.
Es crema.
Si tú pasteurizas la leche, le sacas todo el poder nutritivo que tiene la leche. Porque es
Entonces lo que sale de este lado es leche.
leche de crema, skim milk,
Skim milk.
y de este lado es fresh cream.
Fresh cream.
Me hizo lugar para que viniera a ver la crema container, pero he perdido algunas.
The chef is now the expert.
I am a cook, I'm not a chef. Chefs have bad tempers and they believe they know it all.
Ah.
I know nothing and my nose.
So next time you get fussed about taking out the dog or bringing in the cat, remember how easy that part is? Whereas this is real work. Day in, day out. You have to love it. And you know what's great? They do.